Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am back with the final episode of my floating wonky star applique quilt. If you need to get caught up, the playlist link is in the description box down below. Go check it out and then come back. I can't remember where I left off. I know I had, I think, all my pieces completed, and I might have been putting them together. I really don't remember, but I put them all together. So my top is done. I am putting some borders around, but before I do that, I'm not thrilled with the length of it. So if you're making this from my pattern, you might want to repeat a row somewhere. It's all up to you. I try to keep things on the smaller side because it takes a lot of time for me to do these things, but you're free to adjust the pattern to suit your needs. Instead of adding another row or two with stars, I'm going to just add at the top and the bottom just some rows of the background. One reason is because I don't have enough of the gold thread that I used for the stars. I didn't think I was going to have enough to finish this, but I did. And I don't want the stars to be different. I don't have any more of that thread. So I'm going to just add a piece at the top and bottom. I might cut it around 8 inches. And then what I will do though is I want to keep the lines going, but I'm going to cut the strip, and instead of cutting that strip and sewing it back together, I'm going to do my trick where I just fold it over and sew and open. So it's, you know, easy that way. Why bother to cut it? I just want a couple of lines in that. I thought I would do that first, and then I'd like to go around with maybe an inch wide border of the gold, so I would be cutting my strips 1.5 inches, and then I don't know, a wider border around. Not exactly sure again how wide I will make it, but let me get all that stuff cut and sewn on, and then we will look at it on the bed. I will also tell you how much yardage I used for the background. The stars, I don't know if I can really give you an accurate figure, and it all depends on what you're cutting for applique, so just buy a shitload of fabric and you'll be fine. But I'll be able to tell you a little bit after I measure what I have left for the background. All right, let me get busy and I'll see you upstairs with this on the bed. I just wanted to mention before I get started, the finished size as I made it according to my pattern for me is about 39.5 inches wide by about maybe 53 inches long. You know, that's a good size, but it's boxy. I just don't care for the look of a square or almost square quilt. I just don't. I like things to look like a blanket. Something a little bit longer than wide. So that's why I'm going to add a little bit to this. But if you like this size, then you're good to go. Here it is. Oh my goodness, I just love it so much. This came out so much better than I ever expected. You know, I drew this pattern probably a month before I actually got started because I was conflicted as to fabric choices. I didn't really have anything on hand that I loved. And then suddenly this came in one of my shipments, that background and the star fabric. And I was like, okay, I can do this. So before I forget, this is a penny auction on eBay. Go check out the link down below. Bidding starts at 1 penny, free shipping for the USA. Outside of the USA, you must be part of eBay's global shipping program, and you will need to pay shipping, and there's a way you can get an estimate on that, I do believe, in the auction description, so go check it out. I want to give you some numbers. I cut some 4¼ inch strips, 2 of them, one for the bottom and then one at the top. I made the strips wider at first, but then when I put it there, it just made the stars look like they were way far away from the edge, and I didn't like that. So this, I think, is fine, and it really added to the length of the quilt. And I did put some lines just to, you know, make it look like it belonged here. And then I cut the gold inner border, 1.5 inch strips. I went all the way around with that. And then I cut the side outer border, 3 inch strips, and the top and bottom 4 inch strips. Again, just to give a little bit more in the length. Now I really love it. Oh, finished size. This ended up being about 46 to 47 inches wide, depending which end you measure, and about 70 inches long. Really nice for a twin size bed. As for an estimate on how much fabric I used about a yard of the gold. That includes for the border, and about 3.5 yards for the background. You know, you might want to round up, and I might have used maybe not that much, I don't know, but I am giving you an idea on how much I used. And whoever gets this, if you want to finish it, you could always, you know, do some quilting, like just echoing the stars and or whatever. Or you can stitch in the ditch, or you can stitch near the ditch. It'll be so awesome. I really love it. So I'm going to be taking some pictures. Stick around for the little slideshow. And please subscribe so you don't miss any of my future quilt tops or anything else that I do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!